Have you ever wondered why some days you're brimming with motivation, while other days, despite your best efforts, you can't seem to get anything done? The answer lies within a tiny molecule in your brain called dopamine. Dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter, plays a crucial role in how we feel and behave. It's the driving force behind our motivation, focus, and productivity. When we complete a task or achieve a goal, our brain releases dopamine, creating a feeling of satisfaction and pleasure. This, in turn, motivates us to replicate the behavior that led to the achievement. But how does the brain regulate dopamine? The answer is beautifully complex, yet simple enough for us to understand. Dopamine regulation occurs through a delicate balance of production and reuptake. In the human brain, dopamine is produced in various regions, including the substantia nigra and ventral tegmental area. Once produced, it is released into the synapse, a tiny gap between neurons, where it binds to dopamine receptors on the next neuron. This binding triggers the pleasurable and motivating feelings we associate with dopamine. However, our brains are designed not to let us remain in a state of constant pleasure. To maintain balance, the brain reabsorbs or reuptakes excess dopamine back into the releasing neuron, a process known as dopamine reuptake. This cycle of production, release, binding, and reuptake keeps our dopamine levels in check. Now, you might be wondering, how can I use this knowledge to enhance my motivation? The key lies in understanding that dopamine isn't just about rewarding achievement, it's also about anticipating it. When we anticipate a reward, our brain releases dopamine. This is why setting achievable goals and visualizing success can be so motivating. The anticipation of reaching the goal triggers a dopamine release, driving us to take action. Moreover, maintaining a healthy lifestyle can also help regulate dopamine levels. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and stress management all contribute to healthy dopamine production and regulation. In summary, understanding dopamine regulation provides us with a unique perspective on motivation. It's not just about the feel-good reward at the end, but also the anticipation of that reward. By setting achievable goals, visualizing success, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, we can harness the power of dopamine to enhance our motivation and ultimately lead a more fulfilling life. Remember, motivation isn't a finite resource that you either have or don't have. It's a complex interplay of biology and psychology that you can learn to influence. So, next time you're feeling unmotivated, remember the power of dopamine and use it to your advantage.